So here is my review of Gecko-Bot support server. Starting with easy to understand layout. For most people, this channel might be a little confusing, the name of it. They might think that's where they could advertise. Might. I doubt it, but they might. So I would personally suggest auto ahead of that, auto-advertising, then no one would get confused. Because it's automatic ads, so it's not like they have any control over what goes there directly. Indirectly, they do technically if they go to the same server you went to get their ad added, but directly they don't. Um, but as that's easy to understand, really, overall, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. Clear and definitive rules. Let me check out your rules channel. That's glitchy. That has nothing to do with what I'm doing here. So let's see. Okay, if you're purposefully trying to space out the text, you're trying to use multiple lines yourself, and that's why it's like this, I suggest you just let Discord do the wrapping itself. Don't edit it yourself because this looks a little weird. Personally, I would suggest one of two things: either making your economy a per server economy system, or make it where only bot administrators, because there's a difference between server admins and bot admins. Make it where only bot administrators have access to being able to do stuff that would increase coins so they can't do what you were just saying there at the bottom there. But that doesn't mean it's not understand, and I can actually pretty easily understand a lot of your rules. I was just getting at why the last one I don't see as really should really be necessary, as just make it where it's not possible. But that's beside the point. So when it comes to clarity of rules as well as them being definitive, I honestly have to give you a 9 out of 10 because I can see multiple rules that people can try to dispute. However, in all honesty, if they're truly being respectful of staff, they won't dispute a rule that the majority of people would say they broke, unless they have very valid reason to do so. Well, it's a bot support server, so there's not going to be much originality for that part. However, that's why on bot support servers, I don't look at originality of the server. I look at originality of the bot. And honestly, you need a place that just describes what your bot's all about and the features of your bot. So let me see. Okay, so use exclamation point. So I'm gonna do basic help. So you do have a premium option. Economy. Just checking out what it has to say about this. It doesn't even say what premium features there are here. Let me see if this tells me. This doesn't even tell me what premium features there are. That what is and isn't premium. Then why would I become premium? Yeah, this doesn't really clarify what I get with premium. In that spot before, not this spot, but the spot I was in before, you should have said something about what you get for premium or in the command. Okay, yeah. See nothing about what you get for premium. So, yeah, that no one's likely to get your premium from that. This bot doesn't seem all that unique at all. Like, I see nothing that really stands out about it. The most unique thing I see about it is that it seems to have leveling economy and a ticket system. I've not seen very many bots with all three, but I can't even tell if it has I can't even tell if it has anything having to do with where you can make it where a certain role is achieved by achieving a certain level. Haven't seen anything like that. I also can't tell what the premium features are, so I don't see why I would get premium. So honestly, in that category, I'll give you 1 point because I do a 3 point system for the originality part. I'll give you 1 point there because what it is um it's 3.5 points for lack of redundancy of rules, 3.5 points for lack of redundancy of channels, and 3 points for originality of server concept, which becomes originality of bot concept. I'll give you 1 point there. And I see no redundancy of channels. All channels seem to have a different purpose. Now I see support and community support. I can understand community support is basically server support, and support is bot support. I understand that not everyone will, so you might want to specify bot support for the support channel. But anyway, I'm trying to remember if there's any redundancy here. Honestly, you could kind of get rid of the first two by just saying do not troll in voice chat for the do not troll one. That would then encompass all three. But some people would ask what you mean by trolls, so breaking it up like that also makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, as far as I can tell, it's like you score perfect score in those areas for the most part. So I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 in that category overall. Now, I score a 9 out of 10 as my highest unless I have bore witness myself to you go to the owner or any staff members of the server going over and above to help someone. as I haven't really been paying enough attention to that server to witness that. I'm sorry, I'm only giving a 9. But if I truly went by just how friendly the owner feels, I would give it 10. But I restrict that way, so I'm only giving a 9 here. How interesting is this server? Well, it's really hard to grade that by the server itself in this with a support server. It's by how interesting the bot is. And honestly, I have to give that only a 5 out of 10. I don't really see much interest in it. Usefulness, but not really anything interesting. Um, Sorry, but to be honest, only a 3 out of 10 in this category because the bot honestly feels like a work in progress. And I can see a lot of ways that the bot can improve. If you'd like any of those, feel free to chat with me and ask about them. But I could see a lot of ways you could possibly improve this bot. So yeah, and I would only suggest someone join the server if I think that they would be a benefit to the server, or the server would be a benefit to them. Which server would normally only be a benefit to them if it's a bot support server, if the bot would be a benefit to them. So yeah, that's why only 3 out of 10 there. Which means final verdict is 44 out of 60. Join if you in a small a bot that's not in many servers. And to me, you're not in many servers if you're in honestly, under 500 servers. If you're under 500 servers, you're not in many servers. So, that is an all purpose type bot. That's what your bot feels like. One that's supposed to be kind of like just does a little bit of everything. No specific focus and no nothing that really stands out about it. Sorry this review took so long. It's one of my longer reviews, but yeah. Hope this review helps.